What is up, everybody? It is Sunday and we are here at the FFR shop unloading the race car. I'm going to show you guys the damage after Friday night. I know I already showed you, but this is kind of an up close and personal look. And then we are going to get the car into the shop and try to get it fixed. We got a lot of work to do on this one. Thank y'all for hanging out with us. Hope you enjoy the video. Let's get to work. So here is the 004 Pure Stock. So from the video, you can see I hit that guy pretty hard right here. And yes, it did some light damage, but the advantage of that bumper being loose is it is super solid behind it. That bumper held up pretty good. The fender from Ronnie Roberts race cars held up really good. All of this I can take off. That's the advantage of being able to take these 3 pot rivets out and a few down there and pull it off and beat it all back out. But the main damage is right here. And so this got tin canned, and you can see she's cut open really good. And so this is gonna all have to come off. Lost a few pot rivets, but this is all gonna have to come off. I'm thinking there's a possibility I can just pull this wrap off, this top part off, and cut some of this back and pull it off, replace it with a piece, and then stick that wrap back on, or just get me a new number. Not sure yet, but I do know that I can piece a piece of sheet metal in there. I'm not going to say I do know. I believe that I'll be able to fix that. That's one of the advantages of your brother owning a vinyl shop, is that I can grab just that number and put back over there, and you won't even see that. And this will just be black paint. So that's good. No damage anywhere else. Obviously I wasn't fast and I wasn't nowhere near anybody to get any damage, but the cool part about it is that at least I got to race. Now that I'm looking at it, I must have touched somebody right here or something, because I got some damage on my brand new rim. So not sure who I hit right here, but I hit somebody. But I don't know. I'll have to go back and rewatch that. I didn't know if there was, I don't know if anybody was right there, or maybe I did that loading into the trailer, but I didn't think anyone was near or close to me enough for that to happen. But overall, I learned that we're gonna have to cut some holes in this front bumper. You guys saw I pulled off the track because it got hot. And so we're gonna build us a nice grill opening right there, drill some holes and put some sheet metal in the shaker screen. But overall, I had a blast, and the car did pretty good, all things considered. So I had to pull it out of the trailer with my truck. Christy helped me with that because I had a flat tire and I didn't have reverse. And so we took that handle off, and I couldn't get down in there enough to put a new handle on it. But we've got a major list, and that's just one of the many things that we've got to fix on this car. So what we're gonna do, the game plan is I'm gonna get the rest of the trailer unloaded, get the shop cleaned out, and I'm gonna get this tire aired up and pull this thing into the shop. And then we're gonna make us a long list, because I know there's a lot we need to do. Now that I did the first shakedown video, I'm excited to kind of have a baseline on what we need to do, what we need to fix, and at least I feel a little bit more confident in the car, and I can spend some time making it fast. Got a lot of help and a lot of awesome resources of people, that have a plethora of knowledge on this class, including Paul and a few other guys that I'm friends with that you guys may not know about. But Mr. Steve Edens helps me a lot with it as well, Ronnie Roberts. So just a huge blessing to be able to have people in your corner that can help you with that. So I'm gonna get stuff cleaned up, and once we get this thing fired up and pulled in the shop, we'll start our list. So now that we have the car in the shop, I'm about to go buy me a whiteboard so that I can hang the whiteboard right there. I've got a perfect spot for it, and we are going to make a list on things that we have to do. But the obvious things I've already talked about is the door, which, look at this. Stinking just cut my dang leg open on it already trying to get in. Went to go like this and grabbed it. But battle scars right there. Got to be careful on the metal. But the obvious things are we're going to take this fender off. We're going to cut the front bumper out like I said. We've got to figure out the vibration. We believe it's the wrong flywheel. So that's something I got to fix. I've got to put me some inside lights. The reason I pulled off, I don't know if you guys, yeah, you can be able to see it, is I put me some tape right at the 240 mark. And when I couldn't see that needle no more, when it was straight up, that's when I knew that it was hot. So I pulled off, and then the obvious thing, the shifter. So it's gone. If you guys remember, I have this right here. So I'm gonna try my best to fabricate something for this here, to put this on so that I can get rid of that homemade stuff. Now that I've got the car fixed, now I have time to actually do that the right way. And then something else is that shock right there. Y'all don't mind the straps, but that shock right there blew out. And so you can see I already got a new one on the left. TJ Pratt got me that one. But that shock right there completely blew out. You can see some of the fluid right there. But that's just some of the obvious things. But once we get that whiteboard put up, we're gonna go through everything and see, or actually get everything written on the board. But for now, I'm gonna take a little bit of a break, go inside, enjoy my rest of my Sunday, and I'll see you guys when I get back out here with the board and we'll get to tearing this thing down. Okay guys, so we're back out here in the shop. I wanna take this quick moment to thank our sponsor of today's video, Avolt. You guys know they support our team and they have come through again with this awesome new generator. This is the 4300 starting watts, 3450 running watts, Avolt inverter generator. Very nice, very excited about it. They keep us going at the racetrack. This is gonna go in our race trailer. And so very excited about this, and we appreciate Avolt always hooking us up with some of the most amazing things. If you guys are in the market for a generator, look no further. They've got it all. They've got generators, they've got pressure washers, they've got blowers, everything you can imagine. And so if you're in the market for an Avolt generator, this is the way to go. Be sure to check them out. Like I said, we run them on all of our cars. We use all of their products. I've got my blower over there. I've got my Avolt power station. They've got everything you need when it comes to anything power. Battery operated, generators to give you power. Heck, I can even use the Avolt generator to power up my power station, to power it, to charge the batteries on my blower. And so you guys check out Avolt. I'm gonna drop the link to this on Amazon in the description. Again, they've got a bunch of other items, and you guys, if you followed us for any length of time, know that we've got a bunch of them here and we love using them. So thank you so much to Avolt for supporting us. Y'all be sure to support the companies that support us, and let's get to work. Okay, everybody, so we are back in the FFR shop. Not gonna lie to you guys, it's been about a month and a half since the last footage that you just watched. Life happened. I had a lot of stuff come up that had way more priority than the race car stuff does. You guys know how that goes. If you haven't been following my other channel, Fleming Family Adventures, I've been in the process of rebuilding and renovating our second rental home. So it's taken a lot of my time. I had some issues with vehicles. The RV messed up. You guys know how that goes. So whenever stuff like that happens, race cars have to get pushed to the back burner and you have to take care of life. But I am going to keep working on this. I told you guys, you've seen the last footage where we talked about how I had my board. We're going to go over everything that I've got there, but I will let you guys know that I ran out of time to be able to get this race car repaired before the off season And so the season has ended at Hattiesburg Speedway. Very unfortunate that I only got to race this thing one time. Technically, we went to the track twice, but still, I had a really good time. And what that does is, even though the season has ended, that does not mean that the work has stopped. And so I am going to update you guys on all of the list on what we've got here. There's a few more that I have added that I didn't talk about right before this segment here, but we're going to go over that. But real quick, I want to show you one of the other things that were more important than the race car, and that was this golf cart. So my wife, we have a farm across the street, and she uses this golf cart every single day. And so this thing started giving me issues, and it was very necessary that I fix it because we use it constantly. And so I firmly believe that the Lord puts people in our lives at a certain point in our life for a certain reason. I let the Lord guide my steps in every direction and every day that I go. And I believe that the Lord has put certain people in my life for a reason, to encourage me, to bless me, and to uplift me whenever I'm really upset or really frustrated or down. And that was one of these moments. And so we have a new sponsor for 2025. You guys can see right here, mygolfcartshop.com. They have come on board. E.C. Hudley and his daughter own mygolfcartshop.com. They have a YouTube channel, Kart Smart TV, if you guys would like to go check them out. But they blessed me tremendously. They have told us that they're going to come on board for the 2025 season in whatever capacity they can. But I want to show you guys what they have sent us for our golf cart. At the exact moment that stuff started breaking down, he reached out to me. And so I'm very thankful. I'm going to flip this camera around and show you guys what all I've done and what the golf cart shop was able to send me in order to keep this thing going. So with EC and his daughter's help, these guys were able to hook me up. So I was having issues with my batteries. So the first thing that they did is they gave me this battery meter to allow me to see what my voltage was on my batteries and see my charge rate, which you can see I've got 4 gone. But they also hooked me up, let me get this here up, with brand new battery posts, brand new terminals. They've got me all hooked up with the spray, the corrosion spray. They were also able to get me this handy dandy battery grabber, which is really nice. You can just hook to the batteries and pull them out. So that was really awesome. The other thing, which is a big thing that I was having issues with, was my brake pedal. So anytime I would press the gas or the brake, the lights would come on and they would stay on. And what it was doing was draining my battery. And so they hooked me up with a new brake switch. And so it's just made it so amazing to be able to use this brake function like it's supposed to, and my brakes not drain my battery down at the same time. So I can use this right. I was able to repair it, and everything is back 100%. They have just blessed me tremendously. So guys, please, mygolfcartshop.com, and they have a Facebook page as well. And then, like I said, they have the YouTube channel. If you guys have any golf cart needs, please shout out or get in touch with mygolfcartshop.com. EC, he's awesome. His daughter is incredible, and they have blessed me tremendously. So like I said, I could go on and on and on about all of the people on this car that have blessed me this year. Hatcher Farms Venue, we just mentioned the golf cart shop. Drury Designs hooked me up with my incredible design and my wrap. Victory Fuel, the Eaton Clinic, Mr. Steve Edens, Weir's Machine. I've got a few Weir's Machine products that I was able to put on here. Roberts Race Cars, Splash Vinyl, Morgan Speed Solutions, and so many more. St. Elmo Feed and Seed. All of you guys are incredible. Port City Motorsports, we cannot do stuff like this without these incredible sponsors. And so, guys, you have to give tribute to them. You have to support them. And if you guys are in the area, or if you see any of these amazing people, please give them a chance for your business, because they support dirt track racers, and that's what it's all about. And so I'm excited to have these guys on my car. I'm going to run probably the same exact route next year until my body gets all destroyed and beat up. And so these guys will be on my car for 2025. And the plan for 2025 is to get this car on the track as much as possible. So you guys have already seen now we brought Dee and Kelsey Fryer onto the channel. Just super proud of them. They've done a phenomenal job. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I love being able to see a different side of racing from a different region and up north and going to all these new tracks. Kelsey has done a fantastic job. She's so thorough with her videos. She's very quick with sending me the footage. And so I really appreciate people like her and Dee who like to race a lot and give you guys some awesome content. So let's look at this list and let's kind of get a game plan for what we're going to do moving forward. So I've already talked to you guys about our number one. We've got a bad vibration. We figured out that it is the wrong flywheel. I did not know that you have to get an internally balanced flywheel, or if you have an internally balanced engine, you have to match the flywheel with an internally balanced. So that's something different that I've learned. So we've got to pull the engine so that we can change the flywheel. We've got to build a front screen and an air scoop so that we don't overheat. I already talked to you guys about fixing the shifter and the door. We're going to add that quick steer, so I'm going to go out to the field and we're going to cut that off the old car. Change the right rear shock, which I have the shocks right there. And so that's good. We're going to add an inside light, change the temperature bulb, scale the car, fix the front fender, change the oil, and fix the header. And obviously, number 13, win a race in 2025. So that's kind of our off-season game plans for this car. We're going to get everything going and get the engine pulled, get it balanced so that we don't have that bad vibration. We're going to cut this front end out and build us a really nice screen, get this fender fixed, and everything else that you saw. Just for fun, I've been playing around with all these different mounts. So I built my own roll cage mount, which I think is pretty neat. But also, I've got to give a shout out to Splash Vinyl. You guys saw where I talked about how I'm going to fix this right here. Well, Splash Vinyl hooked me up. See if I can do this with one hand. Splash Vinyl hooked me up with a new sticker. And so once we get this door fixed, we'll be able to slap that right on top of that, and you'll never see that. So like I've already mentioned, I had a really, really awesome time racing this car. It was so much fun, even though I did not finish the race. I had a blast, I made memories, and we've kind of now know what this car is capable of doing. We know that it is mechanically sound. Well, not mechanically. We know that the car runs and drives good. It vibrates, but it made a race. We brought it to the track. So now I can take my time and use this off season as an opportunity to make things better. We'll get it scaled. We'll get the engine fixed up and things like that. And so I know there was no work done in this video, and some of you may not like that I talk so much, but I just kind of wanted to bring you guys up to speed on where we are with the car, show you all the damage, and let you guys know the plans moving forward. I will be doing a couple of video builds or videos on the off season with this car. Everything that you saw on that list, I'm going to try my best to document and show you guys the process of fixing this thing. And my expectations for the off season is to have this car sitting on go, ready to go for the first race of the season. And we're very fortunate to not have a real long off season, which is really cool. It's only like 3 or 4 months, and then we go right back to racing for the 2025 season. And so that's really cool. So it's not going to be too long. You guys know that the off season flies by, but we're also still racing. So the season is not over completely just for this car. Our next race is scheduled for Pike. You guys know me and Austin and Dad went and raced there earlier this year. Got 1, 2, and then Dad had, I think, a 5th. But we're going back there, so we're gearing up with them cars. We've also, I'm about to pull the 2.0 right here, which is Joe's car, and finish welding the cage out and out. We've got a video on that coming up. And then it's time to pull the SCDRA cars back into the shop, get the cages completely welded up, and drop the engines in them. So lots going on, lots to look forward to in the off season. Really, really fun. And then obviously You guys can tell I've got this back door section all clean. We're gonna get ready for the all season as well to build my lean-to back here and get everything ready. I absolutely love having this much room in my shop, and it just feels real nice and airy and very well lit up. So thank you guys so much. Please don't forget to go check out mygolfcartshop.com, at CarSmart TV on YouTube. Also, again, Avolt, if you guys are in the market for a generator or any other electronic device mechanisms, we got our pressure washers, our blowers, our power stations, anything like that. Be sure to check them out. And last but not least, please be sure to go check out shopffr.org, where we've got our merchandise site. We're about to release 2 shirts, one being this pure stock and the other one being Travis's race car, the 111 salvage. So thank you guys for hanging out. May have been kind of boring, but at least you guys kind of have some information and are up to speed with where we're at. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what you think of all of our builds and how you feel like the season went with our racing so far. We'll catch you guys in the next video. God bless.